So I'm gonna be looking like, just here to eat food, huh? You're a greedy girl. It's a greedy girl, so don't look at it like, look at it like that. So you just come here to eat food and good. We experienced something like that before, right? Not calling any names, but we did. He just came and these girls came. Yo, it was like a social setting, man. It was the team. Our teammates brought over some of their girls, and yo, as soon as like the food share and everything, yo, like bam bam, them slap up that real quick.
Last rice green.
Yeah,
the last rice
as
green.
them eat that last rice green, we're ready. We're ready. Bam. Welcome to the New Revolution podcast. My name is Karlington alongside
Christopher Gibbon.
And we're finally here, man.
Finally here.
Yo, this is one of the most anticipated podcasts. Like on a daily basis, I receive numerous messages. Yo, when is the podcast coming?
Shoot, man. Yo, it's been a lot of logistic work.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything sorted out, so that we can actually have a good product for you guys. So thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. But we're here.
Definitely here, and even this podcast that we're recording right now took us 4 hours to sort out the audio problems, bro. 4 hours. So it's like, it's worth it, and I'm glad we're here.
Absolutely.
So, you can definitely follow us on social media, preferably Instagram. Karlington_official.
Yeah, you can actually follow me on Excellence Chris. Excellence_Chris 168. Yeah, that's my Instagram.
But he's gonna remember that, bro.
Well, it's right here. Anyways.
So, it's about 1:30 a.m. right now. We're recording just for you guys. So, we're basically progressing as we go by each episode. You will be seeing slight differences in our setup. We might be at a different location for the next episode, different equipment and so forth. So just rock with the journey.
But I should tell them though, lower y'all expectations.
Yeah, we're not professionals, man.
Yeah, really.
Literally, how the shit started was like, I was just chilling one day. We were having some deep conversations, right? And I was like, yo, I think the world should hear these conversations. So let's start a podcast.
For real.
And we're here right now. Finally, here right now. So definitely, been a rough day, man. How was your day?
Yeah. Today was good. For the most part, today was absolutely awesome. I had a scary moment, bro. Like, I was traveling from Mandeville to Spanish Town, and the entire conversation through the period, bro, they were actually talking about Duppy. Like, who travels and speak about Duppy? Like, yo, these Mandeville folks, Spanish Town folks, bro, they are weird.
What type of Duppy?
Yo, they talking about some Shirley Duppy. Shirley. Yo, I don't even know. Baby Duppy. They talking about Coolie Duppy, and they actually talking about, yo, which one of Duppy them bother, them type of thing. And yo, it was just crazy. Damn. Bro, till I got home, setting up and I heard Chris while you were in the room.
This man come in the room like, yo, you called me? I was like, no.
Hey, yo, it's a party like, I'm coming up the street, saw two dudes, and I'm like, those niggas real, you know, so, yo. Man, boy, it was a good day. It was a very good day, to be honest. It was a very good day.
Really good. Spent most of my day packing because, you know, I'm leaving the east side, man. I'm going back to the west side, Montego Bay, Trelawney. So I did a lot of packing today, and
Awesome, man.
definitely. But without further ado, you know, this podcast is basically. It's fair to say we can talk about friendship for the first episode, right?
Yeah.
And so we'll be getting into that
Pretty much.
very soon. But how's this curfew treating you, bro?
Curfew. For me, it's more of resting, I guess. I don't want to say really family time, but I try to put in some family time in a sense. And I spend some time personally developing myself in a sense during the curfew. How about you?
I'm tired, man. Andrew Olness, man, I hope you see this. I'm tired, man. We gotta get something different than this, man. It's been a year. You can say it's been a year since we've been.
Yeah, a year now because we basically, it was in March that we actually had our first case. Yeah, in March, Jamaica actually had their first COVID-19 case, and school was put on pause, I think, the 13th or so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very exhausting at this point, you know. We're human beings and we're not accustomed to. I'm trying to adapt, man. I'm literally trying to adapt.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy, and not only that, you know, we as Jamaicans even make it a bit hard, you know, for us to even go about our business because I mean we're not. A lot of us aren't even complying with the COVID-19 protocols, and at first, you know, we were trying to manage. We were doing perfectly okay for the most part. Then after we started to have a community spread, so you know that goes.
Yeah, we were doing pretty well in terms of numbers. We were like the best in the Caribbean, and then we got complacent, I guess, and everything just got out of hand. But I don't know, bro. There's still these big parties going on, and I don't know what's going on, but that's definitely the main cause. Because even the other day, it was like 100 persons got arrested, man, in Papine for this illegal partying.
And those people were actually even wearing masks and stuff. So things like those, you know, really worsen our situation in a sense. A lot of persons are asymptomatic, so they don't even know if they have the virus, you know, and spreading the virus all around. So yeah, we are in it for the long run, but until we as a country, well, the lockdown, I am hoping that we reach to a place where locking the lockdown, we would now start to have on the streets being sanitized, you know, just as how I've watched a few videos from China, you know, when the entire country is on quarantine, they're on the road cleaning, sanitizing the entire place. So I think that would be a good fit for a country.
Definitely. We never seen that in Jamaica. It's like New York, they got like these garbage truck size vehicles that are sanitizing the road and everything. Yeah. So, I mean, we basically just have typical people at each establishment spraying alcohol. Bro, like the other day I looked at my hand and it's like I'm bleaching, like the sanitizers are burning my hands out, bro.
Yeah, and you talk about sanitizer, one of the worst feeling ever is when your hand is dirty and they want to spray you or use a sanitizer. Yo, that yeah, it's like a turn off. But yeah, you know, we as a country, we are actually in it for the long run. Where this pandemic is concerned, you know, we hope for the best. We hope for the best, and I believe that, you know, the lockdown would probably get more severe. After all, everybody's concerned about the economy, and crashed and all of that. And for a fact, persons who are actually watching right now, I am sure by this, y'all would learn somehow that saving is important. You know, not spending money on things that you don't need is important right now. You know, having an emergency fund is important. Imagine you get relief from your job, you know, for 6 months, so to speak. What's gonna happen? Get me? So we need to normalize, you know, saving your money and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things being, this pandemic basically opened their eyes on a lot of things, financial wise, because for Jamaica, we do realize now that tourism was our /1 source of revenue. Now we don't have much tourists anymore because the hotels are a bit, you know, 50-50 at this point.
Right.
So our economy is basically crashing because our /1 source of revenue is being affected at this point.
Right,
so
that's correct.
How, you know, persons in the private and public sector would now look that we need to expand in more, you know, other industries.
True.
I think, yeah, we should start making our own vehicles now.
Right. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be affected. So it's just have to hope for the best.
Yeah. Right now, my predictions, I think we're gonna end up doing another year of, you know, this lockdown, free again, lockdown, free again type vibe. But definitely for like, what would I say? We have a slight hope with this vaccine, but we're not taking that stuff, bro. You took the vaccine?
Nope, I haven't. Well, not yet. But I don't know.
Why not yet?
I don't know. I have no. I would say I haven't scuba dived into the entire need to know of what is the vaccine and what the vaccine can do, and you know, all of that, to be honest, because there's a lot of conspiracy happening, and
especially with the churches, bro.
Yeah, so for me, I think I would want to, you know, go in depth with the research before I actually jump to something like that, because as you know, there is a lot going on. There is a lot of misleading. This minute you hear X, this minute you hear Y, you know, so it's best that, you know, I do my personal research. I try to, you know, read up as much as I can. Not because everybody is, yo, hey, vaccine, you know. It's my opinion. You know, I think that I need to research. You know.
So what are you gonna research?
But yeah, like, yo, you have churches, actually, I've listened to churches saying, yo, don't take the vaccine.
They give you a reason why you shouldn't take
well,
the vaccine.
I heard, I never really hear the why behind their statement. Probably I missed it. but I know for a fact, even this week, I heard, don't take the vaccine from a church service. You know?
Yeah, I was there, but
You know.
but in terms of the conspiracy, right? They're basically saying that, you know, there's a microchip in the vaccine, it's the mark of the beast. I don't know if any of our church viewers would like to jump in the comments and let us know why we shouldn't take the vaccine, but It's a lot of conspiracy. You remember when this COVID thing just got here?
5G.
5G was the main conspiracy, right?
Like...
Where's the 5G conspiracy
so crazy,
now?
you know?
Yeah. So
crazy, man. It's very crazy, but we just have to hope for the best. Hope for the best. The strongest of the strongest will survive. We just hope that Jamaica, we don't reach the place at the stage where we have to decide who lives. That's the rough part. Hospitals being flooded with COVID-19 infected persons. That's gonna be crazy.
And the next thing is like, I mean, you might not look at it this way, right? But you going out not wearing a mask, not sanitizing, you might think that you're okay, but other people are basically being, I had COVID-19 for example. You know this, man. I had it, right? So I didn't have much symptoms. The only thing that happened was that I lost my sense of taste and smell. And basically that was it. But you have other persons who, it's messing up their lungs, breathing problems, asthma and stuff like that. You can't look at it on, a personal note. That's selfish, right?
Right.
So you gotta look on it like on a broad scope that our hospital capacity is basically getting to a level where it's gonna be 100% full in only a matter of time, right? So you gotta look at it that way. You can't be selfish at this time. You gotta look out for others. You gotta take a sense of, self-responsibility for this COVID-19 stuff.
Absolutely true.
It's serious. I've lost.
Well, as you made mention about sense of responsibility, though, I think the government as well should heighten these fines that I'm actually seeing. Like increase the fines, right? Because I guess that will put them, at a stage or at a space where they don't want to mess up. They don't want to break anyone of the COVID-19 protocols. Because I mean, for crying out loud, if you host a funeral and you are going to be charged $100,000 to host the funeral and you're still going to host it, that's the sense, and boom, I guess it's that easy to pay off $100,000.
So you're saying that they should increase the
I think
if it's 100K, put it up to $1 million.
Well, that's a lot, but I think
it's not a lot.
Well,
if you put it to $1 million, it will definitely deter them from doing that. So
that's
that
true.
would be more effective.
Yeah, I think that would be more effective.
Yeah.
In that sense, and I can just imagine our law enforcement, man, the
police force definitely is exhausted right now. They gotta work longer hours.
Very long hours, man. Man.
We wouldn't want to be in their foots right now. But we just gotta hope that we're only going to a positive route right now in terms of COVID-19 or post-COVID, if you would say. But I got hope. I have some form of hope that we'll overcome this and somehow return slightly back to slight normal. We won't be back there to normal, but slightly next to normal.
Yeah, I believe so too. But let's go, Jamaica. Let's work together so that we can actually make our lives worth living.
Please.
Yeah,
I want to play basketball, man.
I want to go outside again. I want to, not have to be wearing mask every day. I want to communicate. I want to meet people. We're human beings. We are naturally
different countries.
Traveling. Jeez. not have a limited time to get home. It's just crazy, but we'll get over it.
We'll get over there.
We'll get over it. But yeah,
we definitely got international subscribers as well. You know, this podcast is basically being watched from Turkey, Mexico.
That's right. That's right. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I'm just asking you right now to go hit the subscribe button.
It's free.
And actually turn on the post notification.
It's free to subscribe, man.
Yeah.
Really. You can't be that lazy to just click subscribe unless you don't have a Gmail account.
So subscribe.
Can't stress that.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So
yeah, you see, your artist dropped a music video the other day, man. Old Town Road, man. Lil Nas X.
Man, like, bro,
you watched the video?
No.
This man's twerking on a demon, bro. Lil Nas X.
I don't watch
He released some Air Maxes, bro. Some Nike Air Maxes with 666 on them. Luke 18 on it. One drop of human blood in it as well. I'd have to show you, man. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Is that that's in the video?
Not the video. So he did the video. He's releasing an album pretty soon. But there's a video where basically he's in heaven, and then there's a stripper pole from heaven to hell. He jumped on the stripper pole, twirled down, landed on some demon, and this guy was like, I'm gonna show you the video. He was like twerking on the demon, bro.
It's crazy.
It's coming under a lot of fire for that right now.
Hey, sure you want to play that?
In life, let me get right to the point, bro. This is a guy, bro. Get down here. See that? This is a guy, bro. Yo, this is some demon shit, bro.
Alright. I don't want to see that.
This is your favorite artist.
So foolish, bro.
Look at this shit. So yeah, Lil Nas X, man. The crazy thing about it, this is a artist that kids listen to. You don't know the song, oh, take my horse to the song. That's him, bro. So
that's crazy.
That's a big leap. That's a big ass leap from cowboy to demon, twerking on demon. Now we got a Nike shoes out with blood in it, bro. And
it's nasty. Well, they do the things they do for money.
Generation. He's actually, shaky. Smelling.
Change the topic. I don't want to talk about it.
It's your artist, man. So yeah, definitely back to the main thing, which is
friendship. So pretty much, So friendships. So we're pretty much about 25 minutes in. Friendship. So friendship. How did we actually meet? No.
I think it's high school, grade 8. Was it grade 8?
You were in grade 8.
I was in grade 8. Yeah, grade 8.
I probably was in grade 10 at the time.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 2009 back then. So it's been a long time. Pretty much a long time since we've been friends, friendships don't last that long no more, bro.
Yeah.
People are falling out.
Falling out.
People are falling out a lot, especially women.
Mm.
Yeah, I've yet to see a female relationship lasting more than 12 months, bro.
Well, I won't even getting there, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, we won't get there. But pretty much how we actually met, basketball at high school, at Mushet High, you know.
Shout out to Mushet High School.
What?
Mushet High School.
So, you know, we're playing basketball. Well, I think I started playing ball about a year before you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, no, under 16, then January coming. Started playing September for under 16 season. I think January was under 14 where you guys started. That's pretty much where you start. You know, we met for the first time there, and then of course left high school for some time. I left high school for some time. You guys were still playing basketball. That time I transitioned to the world of work. Pretty much you guys were, still there doing your thing.
You're what, 30, 32?
No, I'm in my 20s, man.
I'm in my 20s.
Yeah,
You're older than me, bro.
I'm in my
late 20s.
Mid 20s. Plus.
It smells like 32.
Mid 20s plus. So yeah, pretty much we met through basketball.
Yeah, we met a lot of people through basketball, friends.
Very much.
Yeah, but in terms of like friendship, bro, like, what would you say was the reason why we're still solid to this day?
That's a good question. Alright. What do I think? Alright, so I think one, we were living at the same residence once.
Oh yeah,
we
eventually we did transition from high school to college.
Yeah.
So we ended up reuniting at college.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were living together at one point, along with Alston.
Yeah, Alston.
Yeah,
You said with Alston, like
yeah, Alston. Alston, aka big up yourself, dude. Big up yourself.
What was that?
Big up yourself. But so we when I started college in first year, transitioned from Montgomery to Spanish Town, and we were actually living at the same house for a while, and from there on, we started building back that unity, playing basketball together again.
Won a championship at GC Foster College as well.
Woot, woot.
Yeah.
So that helped. That helped. And
we definitely been tested. Like, even though we were at college, we didn't have it like that. We weren't rich at the time.
Oh yeah. Those little stuff, man. Like,
there's some humble beginnings.
Yeah, some really humble beginnings, guys. Like, we had no food. We had no food. We started. Well, I started college on 50K. And that was a deposited amount because I was taking the student loan, pretty much. So I had no money, and there were periods when we had no food.
Yeah.
We had to.
Not for long, but there might be 1 or 2 days where it was. We had to wing it out.
Very dry.
For one thing though, grotto bread saved our lives, bro.
Grotto bread, guys. If y'all don't know what grotto bread is,
it's like a little square of bread, very cheap and convenient. Like, it was like $100.
Yeah, $100 for grotto bread. It's been years. No,
I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah, it's been years, man.
Yeah. But in terms of grotto bread, bro, my Michael Johnson's favorite snack was grotto bread back in the days. But I think every student at GC Foster would know what a grotto bread is, because it's definitely one thing that we turn to when things got a little bit rough.
Yep.
So definitely understand that.
Yep. And I mean, back then one grotto bread could actually serve you for 3 days.
Very flexible piece of bread.
Very flexible. So yeah, we were coming from not having any food. We used to have fried dumplings. Then we mixed it with sugar.
Sugar dumplings.
Yeah. And then we went outside. At the back of our yard. At the time, there was a banana tree out there.
Planting trees.
Yeah. And I was just taking a little walk, and it was like a light was descending from heaven on some bananas that were next to spoil. And I was like, the light bulb moment, ding 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 ding, and I said, we can actually make some fritters, so grab the bananas, run to the kitchen, mix it out, and
who taught you how to make that?
Nobody. I think did I actually watch
from scratch?
No, you actually had an idea about it.
Oh.
So it was common sense at the time to just mix it out and make some banana fritters. And that we had to spice it up, and so we were going through some of those little shenanigans together, and I think that
create some form of fun, definitely. So I mean, most relationships, in terms of friendship, you definitely would have to go through some form of struggle or something like that. But definitely, one factor that definitely would stay, because if you was like a person that I don't know from nowhere, in the struggle, and basically you might flake out, because another thing is that we contributed a lot.
Yeah.
You would put 50, I put 50, Austin would put 50, and then we'll just create something from that. So
True.
we definitely got a bond from that, and I'd say that's definitely a factor. But definitely for friendship, to test your real friends, you gotta test your friends, You gotta struggle with them. You gotta understand what's going on. You can't always have it with your friends, because they're gonna leech on you, man.
You got that right. And we experienced it all, bro. Like from even with basketball, bro. Like we had niggas that were close to us and should actually be within our space to ensure that everything is going okay. And we've seen it, man snitching on us to get basketball game, stuff like those. No, I don't call any name, but things like those, bro. Things like those. Imagine you're living in a household and we're playing on the same team, and you left about 10 minutes before us. Well, actually, when you were leaving, we were actually on our way home.
I think it was raining.
Yeah, but we were on our way home to change, and he was leaving right as the rain started. So the rain, when it rained, pretty much, the entire street is flooded. There's no way out. You get me? There's no way out, and we couldn't even attend training. Did we even go to training?
Yeah, we
didn't reach.
We
didn't reach. No, we never reached.
I think that was another day when we were.
Yeah, we went another day, and got some message in the night from other teammates saying, coach asking for us and stuff like that. And
I think there was like a practice game the next day. So
no, was it a practice game?
Yeah, it was a practice game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Or is it a real game?
No, it was. I think it was a practice game.
Well, one of the two. It was some game of a sort was going to play.
Just because we missed practice.
Yeah, you know, you're not gonna suit up.
Yeah.
You know, in a time like this.
Yeah. So he got to suit up at that time.
And he was so
excited. But the crazy thing was that game got cancelled. So that game got cancelled. So training the next day, we got back our jerseys and stuff like that. And
But the thing about it, if you guys are listening though, and you actually encountered a situation like that, like what would y'all do? Like, you're living in a house, so like, and I mean like, the brother not even gave some form of closure on our behalf to the coach or anything like that. It was like, we never want to come on training. It wasn't like that. And of course, you had to train to get game.
Yeah.
We had a 16, 17 man squad. You have people
just waiting for you to slip up so they can take your jersey, bro.
So
that's how it was back then, bro.
Yeah,
slip up.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was pretty much crazy, man. Pretty much crazy back then.
Yeah.
But it was a good year. It was a good year. We won our first championship, and unfortunately we couldn't win anymore after that.
Change of staff.
Change of
coach.
Yep.
Everything changed. But yeah, 2017 it was, right?
Yeah, 2017.
Definitely a great year. Transitioned over to 2018, which was another great year.
Yeah. So guys, we're living in Spanish Town for quite a while. Till we moved. I think I moved 2018.
Late 2018,
yeah. Yeah, late 2018. We moved, but we're still living in the same community pretty much. And and we work together on different projects. Link up a lot.
A lot of parties back then.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would say for friendship, even though we went through all of that, we maintained motivation. We motivated each other no matter what. So if you say you got a friend, then he's not motivating you every day. He's not pressing you to be greater. Because that's what we do up to this day. We push each other. True. If we're slacking off, we let them know, for example, let's say you have some form of coursework. Back then, if you're on the block, I'm going to come and we see you're not doing the work. Like,
yeah, bro.
I go feel. I say, you want to live. It's like, would I put it in a different way? It's like, mess up, brother. I say, waste your mother money. Things like that play on your conscience as a friend, like I said. Boy, I chat too much, but it prompt you for day of work now.
True.
Stuff like that, basically, we use as motivation. And even in basketball, training was gruesome, bro.
Right.
Mentally, if you wasn't mentally strong enough, then you're not gonna make it. So might see your head down in practice. I said, bro, like for example, a suicide drill, one of the most craziest drills them ever. Especially in the last part of training where your legs them down. Might do it and you have one side frowning, bro, we can't do this.
Yeah, we just
push it, bro. If I would do this, I would just dead one time and stuff like that. So definitely motivation, key, very, very important to friendship.
Very, very important, guys. I recommend. And I think having a level of transparency and being truthful, sometimes the truth might hurt. Even if you're not a blunt type of individual, try to coin it in a way, that your friend can actually understand the way you're coming from. And, you're
don't
doing.
be directly to a point where it might be offensive, but you know they'll understand definitely.
True. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about you know what our friendship is like, you know, throughout period of college and over the years. You know, even right now we're transitioning, doing the podcast. We're working with Stride Vision TV production. You know, we have a lot of filming working on. Right, a lot of projects, just to say, building our skills.
Business,
you know,
we share information. That's another thing, you know.
Yeah.
We definitely, if we get something, we share it. So,
True.
you know, I let you know that this is going on, you let me know what's going on. A lot of people don't do that, bro.
True,
like,
true.
You know, they keep it to themselves. They don't let you know this information, stuff like that. So, that's another factor as well.
Yeah, we share, man. We share. You know, we share, and you know, that helps. You know, that helps, and yeah, as well we talk about females. Yeah,
and
we talk about females.
Yeah.
Yeah, females.
So it's like even for females, like relationship wise, if you're getting into a relationship, normally, you know, you would consult me, yo, how you feel about this girl. You know, if I'm not feeling her, you know, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. Bro.
Yeah, true. Like I remember I think I don't remember who it was at the time, and I'd be telling her that yo, if my friends see you, you know, don't give you a good rating, you know, we're going to have a little trouble, you know.
Yeah, because eventually you gotta introduce your girl to your friends, and you know, basically it's a full analysis. I mean, you should know what type of female you know I would like and so and so. So if you see any red flags, that's a trending thing on Twitter right now. That red flags thing, So you know, if I see her, I can say, yo, nah, bro, she's bad. She's for the streets, or I'll let you know.
For real. Well, no, the pondering question some people probably might be having is, how do you know the red flag? Basically, you know, we have a type, I guess. We have a type. I can say, should talk about it? What you mean? Have a type of female that you're attracted to, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's a sensitive topic, but you can say we don't fool around like certain females. Like, if you're not like the type of female that is basically about, you know, getting money, you're not a hustler type of female. You don't want to develop. We're not looking your way.
We're not gonna do that.
So that's like the first thing I look on is a female's attitude. Like,
your attitude is your altitude. Period.
So you bring a girl around me, first thing, let's say we invite her over for some dinner or something like that. And, you know, because I'm a very observant person, so I'm going to be looking like, just here to eat food, huh? You're a greedy girl. It's a greedy girl, so you know, look at it like, look at it like that. So you just come here to eat food and we experienced something like that before, right? Not calling any names, but we did. You just came and eat. Girls came. Yo, it was like a social setting, man. It was the team. Our teammates brought over some of their girls, and yo, as soon as like the food share and everything, yo, like bam bam, them slap up that real quick.
And scoop last rice grain. The last rice grain.
As them eat that last rice grain, we're ready. We're ready. Bam, I'm gone.
Oh, you know.
So yeah.
Well, yeah,
Definitely.
we have a time.
We have a time.
Yeah, we have a time. I'm attracted to.
As governor would have said, we don't butter style.
Yeah, I ain't judging anybody,
Not
but
judging,
yeah, really,
but we have a preference.
Yeah, we have preferences. I like a girl that is intelligent, driven,
Outspoken,
and she matches my personality. I want someone that
compliments you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
compliments me when I'm down. She can help me up when I'm down. I can help her out. That type of vibe. I want somebody, bro, to be on me every time and like nagging, not trying to help, not trying to better our situation, so I'm mindful of those stuff. Very selective. And personally, me, I've learned that this relationship thing it's at this stage, at this age,
He's 32. These are
you gotta
32-year-olds.
at this stage, man, you gotta really, give them some time, give them a few months before you can actually call it a relationship. Check their values, their morals, their goals, stuff like those to determine if that person is pretty much the one. And of course, I must tell you guys this, our females especially, when you start a relationship and it's predicated on sex,
It's about
for the most part, y'all are gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. A relationship based on sex is not going anywhere because you have, when you have so much sex after that, then
What's
it's gonna get bored with what you're gonna do. There was nothing established at first, so it's just gonna fade out onto the next person.
Yep. So I say y'all spend some time to learn about the person. Go on a few dates. Meet family. Meet friends. Be friends. Show me your 5 best friends, and I tell you who you are. If you surround yourself with a bunch of smokers, 5 smokers, you're gonna be the 6th one. No matter how positive you are, or whatever, you will eventually become the 6th smoker. So you are who you hang around.
Yeah, definitely. On that as well. Your circle basically is very important as well because I got a very, very small circle. Very few. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but persons who are in my circle, they're basically like me. Very goal-oriented, hustlers as well.
That's right.
They check for me, they motivate me as well. So you gotta ensure that your circle is filled with people who are very positive as well, and
like-minded.
Because the negative energy is definitely something that will mess with your flow.
Yeah, and it messes with you, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say, be mindful of those people, especially persons who are always that portrays a toxic, negative behavior. Cut them off. Cut them off. Seriously, cut them off. There's too much negativity happening in this world to have a toxic friend.
Backstabbing friends.
There's too much in this world happening to have a toxic friend. You don't want a toxic friend. Understand? You can try so much, and more so, you can't change people. That person.
If you're that way, then you're that way.
Yeah, you can't change people.
You can't change overnight.
You can't change people. No matter what. You as an individual can't change someone. They have to first change themselves. So that is absolutely important. Be mindful of the toxic relationships. I had a friend recently, she was moving funny. I think we were having that discussion at school the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was moving a little funny. She started to behave a little bit aggressive, you know, and I didn't like it. You know, too aggressive. Everybody she was behaving aggressive to, and I got pissed off, you know, a little bit, and I started to distance myself, you know, cut the phone calls, cut the texting, you know, and I guess she acknowledged that that was happening because she messaged me, or I think she called me and saying, you know, stuff like what happened, or, you know, yeah, dash me or Merry Christmas, Christopher, you know, and I was just behaving a little nonchalant because, you know, I was fed up. Yeah, that wasn't my thing, so I wasn't going to have her in my circle, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I guess overall I didn't even say. I think I tried to tell her that, yo, your attitude is too much, you know. Your attitude is going to kind of mess with our friendship. I think I tried to tell her before. And but over time I saw changes. You know, I saw changes in her behavior and the way she go about it.
I mean, probably she was maybe at the time was going through some
personal
stuff, and she, you know, basically was taking it out on you or something of that nature.
Nah, you don't want to take stuff out on me, bro. Yeah, and it's a weird thing. I don't get angry anymore. Really. I don't get angry. I mean, I used to cry, you know, like cry, you know. If I feel pain or I'm hurting or I'm feeling burdened, I would cry, man. I would call on God and cry. I mean, what? What?
You know what?
Cry. When, bro, like
What?
when I'm going through shit and I feel burdened.
When you're crying in bed?
Yeah, in bed.
So you never do that in public?
Nah, I don't want to do that in public. But yeah, bro, like, you know, praying and, you know, crying and all that. So,
Yeah, as well, but definitely another component to like friendship would be like trust.
Yeah.
That's the main problem right now,
Yep.
man.
Trust.
Relationship, just, you know, even just your circle. How can you trust? Because, you know, they're going to say, yo, the narrative right now is, yo, don't trust nobody, yo, you never know who's who.
Yeah.
In terms of, even in our situation, like, how do we trust each other? Do you feel some sense of, yo, Karlington would never do this, or how do you feel about trust in regards to like me? Because I could stab you in the back, man. You know.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, yeah, I trust you.
Why?
Trust you. Yo, primarily you're my friend.
Yeah. Friend kill friend.
Yeah, friend kill friend. It's a difficult question, but I trust you, man.
Give me a reason.
Yo, I can't even coin this, but well, no, it feels like, yo, we're family. Yes, family mess with family, you know, family mess with family, but yo,
is it a situation where, you know, cognitively, you know, I won't do certain things.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It's a very tight situation in terms of trust. I don't trust people like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're like one of the only persons outside of my mom that, you know, I really trust. And it's definitely a sense of, you know, knowing what you're capable of, and we lay out our intentions and our goals for like future and stuff like that. So we basically know that, yo, this is what we're trying to achieve, and you know, I think trust is violated when you know, a person feels as if they should get an edge over a person, right?
Right.
And so let's say, for example, you're doing more successful than me, right? So a person knows, you know, for me, for example, you're doing successful, and you know, it would be in the form of what they call it bad mind. That, you know, I would violate that trust, and I'd be like, yo, boy, Chris, I elevate and me, and I elevate, and that's how, you know, certain things we would even get to a point where I try to hold it down or something. So basically, you can look at it that way. So now, how we basically, you know, align all of that is because, you know, even though you're elevating, I am happy to see you elevate. You're motivating me to get to that level as well. So basically, it goes back to motivation, and you know, no matter where you are in life, because you know, this minute you might be up, I can be down, I can be up, you can be down. We're all trying to get to the same level of success. And once we acknowledge all of that, then we can definitely.
And of course, it's a very important topic as well. It's a very important thing to take note of. Just because as you express the jealousy, jealousy as one, it's sensitive. It's very sensitive. You know, a lot of people lose their friendship over that because people genuinely get bad mind. You know, you see your friend elevating, wait your turn. You know, people don't wait their turn. The thing is, I think that sometimes people don't understand that everybody's journey is different. You understand? It may take, you know, John 5 years to do something that you can do in 10 years. You know, so you just have to embrace the journey. Be happy for people. You know, you have to learn to be genuinely happy for people and know that your time coming. You know, so a lot of time I think people, and you have to be careful to, you know, like some friends aren't worth telling stuff because of course they will try to hinder your progress. You know, try to be a stumbling block. You know, not trying to help you.
Demotivate
you know?
That's demotivation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, it don't make sense. You do this, and demotivation, I think, is a very socially. It's one of the most. Your so-called friends.
And you know, one of the worst things that somebody can actually say to me, bro, is like, yo, you're doing too much stuff. Like, where were you when I had nothing to do? Where were you when I had nothing and what I'm doing now, everything that I'm doing? Do you know if I have a goal that I'm trying to meet, you know, why I'm doing whatever I'm doing? You know what I mean? So people choose sometimes to stick them tongue in your life, brother, for whatever reason. I don't know, but they don't understand. They don't even really come to you and say, yo, you know, what you doing? I ask you, what you doing? You get me? So for me, I like asking questions, bro. If I find somebody like have a like-minded like me and they're doing something, my first question is, you know, what strike this passion? You know, why are you like this? Because there's always a purpose behind whatever you're doing, you know. So I think that is important. It is absolutely important.
Definitely important. Yeah, in terms of, you know, it's looking on like socially on a broad scope, you know, because we see other people and their friendship and see how it goes south most time. Some of the symptoms is things like that, you know, trust, you know, demotivating a friend and, you know, stuff like that. So it definitely, these are things that you should definitely look for, you know, in your friends, because you might not pay much attention to it, but the moment you start paying attention to that, you're gonna realize, okay, this is not a person that I should have around me in my circle, and you know, it's good. It's you know, the main point of cutting off. I think people struggle to cut off friends, bro. But to me, you know me already.
Yo, yeah.
When it comes on to cutting off people, I don't play with that, bro.
Like, yo, this man is, when I mean, yo, when I tell you this man can cut you off, bro, this man can cut you right off, like you never exist.
Yeah, walk past it tomorrow. Like.
You know, like you never exist. I've seen this man cut off a few people, like who pissed him off, or you know, I'm like, yo, like, yo.
So it's not, you know, certainly I just don't do that out of a negative light or anything like that, but really and truly, I don't really, you know, I'm a very real person, bro. That's the next thing, you know, very real. So, you know, if you're coming around with some form of, you know, certain energies around me, bro.
Yeah. Like the man it's like you have an antenna, bro. Like, yo, as I pick it up, like, yo, you know, that person getting cut, you know.
For example, if I meet someone, you know, and, you know, a new friend per se, I'm a very quiet guy. You know, I like to sit and observe people, right? And that's how I pick up, like, you know, energies and stuff like that. And I say, you know what, this don't compliment me. So, yeah, just like that. But just get rid of it, bro. With no form of resentment or anything like that.
True.
So don't be afraid to cut off people you believe.
And you know what? I heard a thing the other day while I was listening to some YouTube, Mel Robbins, I think it is. She was talking about, you know, don't quote me on this, but I think she said that you have three type of friends. You know, you have friends for a reason, you have friends for a season, and you have lifelong friends. You know, you have, you know, friends that come and they're like a lesson or a blessing. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And you have seasonal friends that are just there for a period. You know, so like for example in college you have friends that you've met in first year throughout fourth year or in jail, and after college, you know, that's basically it.
And not even for season, because you know, definitely you have some friends that you know, like I see you most often, you know, as a friend, because you know we link a lot due to a lot of projects that we do. But you have some friends that are, you know, you don't see no more. But when you link up with them,
it's like
they never left.
Yeah.
So
and shout out to Shauna K, shout out to Kristen.
Shauna K.
Yeah, Shauna K. Shauna K.
Yeah, shout out to Trevor Maud as well, a very good friend I have. He's overseas. If he was right here right now, definitely would be on the podcast, you know. But I would say a seasonal. He's one of my, you know, my cliques. So definitely.
Yeah, man, we have a few friends. Ricardo from, you know, Boys and Girls Club days. Who else? Yeah, just a few. You know,
Ash, a lot of friends, bro. If we should list them right now, it would take forever. But
we have some good
the main thing is that, you know, it's not that we're not linking up a lot. But trust me, when we see these, I could go to Montego Bay right now and see Ash, and bro, right away it's like, I saw you yesterday. The energy is there. So you definitely have those type of friends. You know, they might have to be in your immediate circle, but you know, but in terms of immediate circle, people that you expose a lot of things to, they know you in and out.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be very, very, very tight about that.
And as you mentioned as well, I think it is important too, guys, to understand that sometimes you're not going to always have your friend being there under your PP plug telling you what's happening every step of the way. You have to remember, people have goals that they're trying to meet, you know, and trying to reach. And, you know, as a result of that, people may want to take a lonely road sometimes. You understand? So they might not be on the phone with you, you know, all day, every day, like prior times. So you have to respect that.
Yeah, even the other day when I went missing for a week. Bro.
Yeah, this man went
missing.
Was a week?
It a week
and a half, going into a week and a half. I'm like, yo, this man went ghost. like ghost.
Yeah, I was going through, some emotional stuff at the time, but phone was definitely off. I wasn't taking any calls. These guys were trying to get to me, but the jail.
I had to call the mom. I had to call the man's mom.
Yeah, the jail called my landlord. That's how far it went. I got home, my landlord was like, someone called saying that you're missing. You need to reach out to this. Like a Trini accent there. Definitely. And those are, other things, I go missing for a week. Definitely you gotta pick up something is wrong. You're not, you haven't heard from me for a week. Some people will just let that slide till they see you.
And then again, you have to know your friends as well. Because even though you're not talking to the person on a frequent basis, and for a fact sometimes you might check their socials, to see what they're up to, and behind the scenes congratulating them and all that good stuff.
Yeah, as well as you can check statuses as well.
Yeah.
You know that people are depressed and they're going through a lot, and you just pick up. What I tend to do is, when I go through status, I got a few female friends here and there, and they'll express some form of, depression on their status, and I'll just jump right in, crack a few jokes, try to flip that energy.
I'm not really like that though. I have like 1,300 contacts in my WhatsApp, and I can actually only watch per day about 10 statuses the most.
Yeah, so you look for the 10
10
people you might know be going through some form of depression.
I'm not a superman, man. I can't help everybody. But, you get what I'm saying. Well, yeah, pretty much, some, I guess that we have on friendship and building friendship.
Yeah,
understanding your friend, your circle, your energy.
Definitely
important.
Very, very important. This might determine, how you proceed in the future, and how because everything that we're doing at this point is definitely it goes hand in hand. If I get an opportunity tomorrow, I'm gonna run it through you first. What you think about this, and definitely would. If it's not a good opportunity, you don't feel it's not, something solid for me, then you definitely would let me know. If it's definitely something good, then you'll also let me know. So it's definitely things like that. Friendship is very, very important. Humans weren't built to be alone. So, a lot of people will be like, I don't need nobody. That's depression. You're pushing yourself into depression.
You need people to get where you want to go as well. You need people.
Yeah, my mom will always tell me, like, no man is an island, no man stand alone. One of her favorite.
Yep. And that would be, well, I wouldn't get into that right now because I would then jump on teamwork because that's what's on the tip of my tongue. But I'll leave that for next time, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah. So, guys. So we actually 1 hour, and about 7 minutes in for our first podcast. So it's a pleasure, guys, having y'all being with us, and we absolutely appreciate it, a lot.
There's a lot of great stuff coming, man.
Very much. This is the tip of the iceberg. As we said, lower your expectations in a sense. The production will get better for sure. Over time. Probably the next episode that you see might be way better than this one, just the same. But hey, we're progressing, and that is what matters. So guys, remember, like,
subscribe. It's free.
Yeah,
it's free. We're not charging you.
and comment.
So comment. When we reach basically episode 50, you can increase your expectations.
Yeah.
Now, you've been here. You've been on the journey. we're gonna get to 50 real soon. So
Yeah.
you know,
Real
just welcome to the New Revolution podcast, man. Hop on the journey. We're gonna take you a lot of places with our stories, things that we've experienced, and you know, like stuff that is going on right now. You know, even
That's right.
yeah, just stick with us, man. And,
That's right.
you know, definitely, we got some fans out there. There's a lot of people. I received threats, man.
Yeah. So there you have it, man. There you have it. The first episode of
the New Revolution podcast, man. Thank you very much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends. Let you know your mom share it. Everybody, we're coming, man.
Yeah, we're coming.
We're coming.
Good job, bro.
Peace out, bro.